Welcome. This is Michelle Brubaker. I'm so excited that you're here today for Online Business Model Blueprint. In this 3-module course, you're going to learn about how to choose the best business model, one that aligns with your goals and lifestyles. We're going to match that up to the 5 primary online business models to pick the best one for you. And then I'm going to share some of my steps to success and some of the things that you don't want to do as well. Save you the time of going down some of the rabbit holes that I have, and help you to be the most successful as you embark on your new journey as an online business entrepreneur. In this course, we have several worksheets for you. You can download them on the website to take notes. And also, this is going to help you to find the best one that aligns with you. So I encourage you to download those, print them, have them handy so that you can take notes as you go through the course with me today. A little bit about Michelle. If you don't know me, I am an internet entrepreneur. I'm also a best-selling author. I have had multiple books be on the bestseller list. At the time of this video, it's been 10. So 10 and counting, more coming on the way. I'm a speaker and a trainer. My background is in education. I'm a teacher for several of the local community colleges as a part-time faculty member. So you'll find today that my educational style, when I'm sharing information, it is very much about providing you with the information you need and empowering you to take those next steps. This one thing I want you to know is that this is the beginning of anything you want. I just love that quote. And you have to know that you really can do this. It's totally possible. I know lots of people that have been working online. They're making a full-time living doing it. There's plenty of people that are successful. And there's not saturation like you would think there is. Of course, there's billions of websites on the internet and billions of products out there, but nobody would do things the way that you would and put your specific niche, your specific flavor and spin on things. So realize that there is plenty for everyone out there, but also that it does take some work. We're going to have to put in a little bit of effort. Some things take more work than others, which is kind of what this course is all about, to find the one that works best for you. And then also another important thing to know is to follow the rules. Occasionally I'll get people that says, oh, did you know you could do this or you could do that? And I'll think, no, that's a violation of the terms of service, of Amazon or of Google or something like that. And we never want to do those things. We always want to follow the rules and the guidelines that are set out by the platforms that we utilize. Finally, you have to know it's totally worth it. It's totally, totally worth it. If you really want to make, whether it's a side income, just a little bit of money on the side, or you want to follow your dreams and have a business that works wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that it totally is worth it to put in the time, put in the effort, and make it happen for you. So let's get started with Module 1. How to choose one that aligns with your goals and lifestyle. In this module, we're going to look at 10 key factors. These 10 key factors are about you. We're going to use these things to find out which of your factors, which of your personal factors, where they line up with the 5 primary online business models. So these are important. If you're taking notes, have your worksheet handy. How much time do you have available to invest? It could be just a half an hour every morning or evening, or it could be an hour, or maybe just Saturday mornings for 3 hours, as that's all you have to invest. Maybe you have a lot of time on your hands, which is great too. So write that down. How much time do you have available to invest? Maybe you even might want to note how much time you want to invest. So that when we go aligning these with the 5 primary online business models, you'll be able to pick the one that aligns with the amount of time that you have available or want to spend investing in your new online business. Number 2 of the 10 key factors is your current technical skill level. Now, you don't have to be a total geek programmer or anything like that, but you do need to be aware of what your skill level is. It's interesting. The other day, someone had on Facebook in one of the groups, they asked the question, what's one thing you wish you would have known, a skill you could have had for your business? And I had wrote down as a comment, I sure wish I would have learned Photoshop. And the funny thing is someone else commented on that. Well, why? Why would I want to know Photoshop? And I thought, I could have had a little more flexibility when I'm doing graphics online and when I'm creating books and covers and all of those things, how much easier it might have been had I known that instead of using an old, software program to do all my graphics. And the funny thing is that was in my own mind because I don't really need it. I've done just fine without Photoshop. In fact, I have fabulous graphics all over my PowerPoint slides and on my books. And when I've needed help, I've been able to get it. So just because I think that I should know Photoshop, I really didn't need to know it to be successful in any way. So look at what your current technical skill level is. Maybe your skill level is, hey, I can check email. I know how to Google things, and I know Facebook. And maybe that's all you know, and that's okay. Just an awareness so that when we go to choose the best business model for you, you'll be able to align that with your technical skill level. So if you're taking notes, put that on your Module 1 worksheet. Number 2, your current technical skill level. Number 3 of the 10 key factors, what type of hardware, software, maybe apps like on your mobile devices or tablet, what kind of those things are needed, okay? And I mention this because some business models you need a lot of hardware for. If I'm going to really do a lot of video, for example, then I'm going to need a lot of hard drive space for things like that. Maybe I need some particular software. I need a particular app on my phone, and maybe I don't have a smartphone, which you don't need one in a lot of business models. So what are the type of hardware, software, and apps that are needed? So note that on your worksheet. My hardware, my software, the best ones. What are the best ones that I'm the best at utilizing? So maybe you're a whiz on the computer. Maybe you're really amazing at PowerPoint. Okay, could be PowerPoint, and that's a great one to be powerful on. What are your best ones? Write that on your worksheet too for number 3. Number 4 of the 10 key factors, the time it takes for the initial setup versus how long to begin receiving income. And so, for example, this would be something like, I need to make money tomorrow, or I'm okay getting paid every 2 weeks. Or I get paid monthly. And I've worked business models that do all 3 of those. And so what is it for you? And maybe you don't have one. You just want to get it started so that it works for you down the road. That's okay. Or again, maybe you need money right away. So the time it takes for the initial setup versus how long to begin receiving income. Write that on your worksheet under number 4 for time. And then number 5 of the 10 key factors is the publicity level. Now, some business models are completely behind the scenes. You can be working back there and nobody knows it's you. That's the anonymity of the internet, I tell you. I have been behind the scenes working, but I've also been right out in the front as well. Like an influencer or public speaker or trainer, online influencer, all of those things have to do with how comfortable you are being out there in the public eye. Maybe you love it and you enjoy it and you really love that kind of camaraderie and empowerment and impact that you can make on the world. And so think about what publicity level you want. Mark that on your sheet under number 5, publicity level, the publicity level that you're looking at. Next, number 6, what % return on investment you must have, otherwise known as an ROI, your return on investment. The reason I bring this one up is because some people believe that they want to have a huge ROI. Okay, so let's say I want to buy something for $1 and sell it for $10, or I need to be able to make a profit that is, 10 times my investment. This can work both ways. It can work with volume. Let's say I sell 100 things and I make $1 on all those 100 things. But also it could go the other way. I can sell one thing that sells for $100. If you absolutely must have something particular for your return on investment, write that on your sheet here. Personally, I've done it all those different ways, and I'm okay with it. Money's money. So however I can receive it, bring it on. But if that's something that you get hung up on or is critical to your particular business model, then I encourage you to write that down too. On number 6, you require certain ROI or just write that you're open to receiving on number 6 as well. Number 7 of the 10 key factors is your willingness to learn. Now, some business models are super easy and some take a little more learning. So where are you at on that scale? You're like, you know what? If I'm going to make money and I'm going to learn how to do it, I'm all right with that. And show me how to do it. Show me the money, right? So what is your willingness to learn? Am I okay to learn just a little bit? Or am I really open to learning all that I can? And either one of those is acceptable, but note that down on your worksheet on number 7, your willingness to learn, so that you can align that with the business model that takes the level of learning you're open to giving. Number 8, interestingly that I bring this up because it actually is important, is your geographic region when you're working online. For example, if I'm going to sell backyard dog houses and I live in Alaska or Hawaii, it's going to be extremely difficult for me to ship those. If I'm in an area where shipping costs are really high, that's going to be an issue. Or where shipping takes longer. Realizing your geographic region is important if I'm working online and there's a time zone difference between me and my customers. Not important for many business models, but there are some that is important to know as well. For example, I live in a rural area. I live in the country on a farm. I'm away from the city. And so if I need to go into the city for something, it takes me time to do that. And it takes an extra day from where I'm at if I'm shipping something. I need to be aware of my geographic region. So jot that down under number 8 if that happens to be something of concern with you. Or maybe it's not at all, it's not effective. And we'll come back and look at that when we're aligning it with the 5 primary online business models, so you know if that has an effect for you. And number 9, your creativity. Now, I want to tell you right now, you don't have to be creative in many business models. There's plenty of creative people out there that are happy to share with you their creativity. And even if you are really creative, there's lots of business models that work great for you. That when you align your creativity with the right business model, you will just feel so great that you found your thing. This is great for creative people. Again, you don't have to be creative, but know at least where you are on that level, on that creativity level. And this kind of can go along lines of learning too. There's things you can learn creatively to do. So that might be something that you're open to. So jot down your creativity level on number 9. And we're going to go to the last one, number 10, the scalability potential. The reason I bring this one up is because some people want to be able to have a business that is scalable. Now, what I mean by scalability is that business has the potential to grow. And maybe you don't need $1 million business, but maybe you just want $100 a month or $500 a month. And that's definitely fine. And that's enough to change most people's financial situation. So completely fine. But some people are looking for, that, 6-figure business model, or they're looking for something that can scale up into the millions. So what kind of business model could be scalable? For example, going to a job is not scalable because I'm trading my time for money. And there's only so much time. Time is finite. So we're not able to scale the amount of hours that we work. If I'm doing training with people and I'm coaching people on the phone or in person or virtually, I only have so much time that's finite. And I'm not able to spend any more hours than I have available. And that's not scalable, which is okay. I might be happy and love that type of business model. But if I'm looking for something that is scalable, I might want to look at those business models that will be able to increase as I increase. So for number 10 on your worksheet, write down scalability potential. Are you looking for something that's scalable, or maybe it's not as important or critical of a factor for you? So write that on your worksheet under number 10. Now, what about money? Money is one of those things that people think you have to have lots of money to make money. And that's not necessarily true. And I want to tell you that because some of the business models I've done have taken no money or very little money. So the one in particular that comes to mind is Amazon FBA, or Fulfillment by Amazon. And I started that business with $50. And I purchased products, I shipped them into Amazon. And then with my profit, I purchased the next inventory to flip, and the next inventory, and the next inventory, until I had over 10,000 products that I was selling on Amazon and everywhere else. And so it didn't take me a whole lot of money to make a whole lot of money. So that's why it's not on the list. Now, if you do have money to invest, there's some good things about that. And we'll talk about that in Module 3, about how to manage your money and what to do if you do or don't have any, those key factors to success. So we'll talk about that in Module 3. But I just want you to know right now why money wasn't on the list is because it's not one of those things that you have to have in order to get started. Next, I want you to look at what are your key factors. Now, maybe out of those 10, you have something else that's on the list. I don't know. What is your thing? What is it that you want? Interestingly, I had a friend tell me that they wanted to be able to sit on the beach and have that laptop lifestyle. And that's really wonderful. I had another e-commerce business friend say to me they wanted be able to sit on the balcony of France and be able to work from their laptop. Now, me personally, my business model would be perfect for me is I want to go on vacation and go to places and I don't want to have to work. I want the work to be working for me while I'm out doing those things that I want. That's my personal preference. So look at what is yours. What are those key factors for you? What do you need for your particular lifestyle? And I want you to take this with you into the next module where you can look at what aligns best with the 10 key factors, and then also what these personal factors, how they align for you. So write those as well on your worksheet so that we can take that into our next module. Congratulations, you've made it through Module 1, how to choose one that aligns with your goals and lifestyles. I want you to take your worksheet. And what we're going to do in Module 2 is we're going to look at the 5 primary online business models. We're going to compare that with your 10 factors or more, and we're going to find the one that aligns best. Module 2 has several worksheets, so go ahead and download those and be ready for Module 2. And your next steps, I want to encourage you to connect with me through email or social media, schedule a discovery session if you need some assistance. My calendar link is on the website. And development support, I'm available also for sales, marketing, advertising. If you need some technical support or need me to refer you to some reliable support, let me know. Lastly, just go out there and make it happen. I believe in you. It completely is possible. And I will see you in Module 2, the 5 primary online business models next.